Exclusive now, Kritika Saxena caught up with Pravin Rao, Chief Operating Officer of Infosys, at the Make in India Summit and began by asking him how significant the ITDs coming out and the growth drivers from the government will be in the next couple of years.
When you look at all the government things, right, you have Make in India, you have Smart City, you have Digital India. I mean, there is an element of technology behind all these initiatives. So obviously, I mean, these are all evolving. Now the vision is great. Now we have to translate into reality, and this is probably one of the first steps where you are looking at the next steps of how do you make in India. Similarly with smart cities or similarly with Digital India. So from that perspective, for software companies, system integrators in India, there is tremendous amount of opportunities.
So one issue with the government contracts has been that they get delayed. There is a huge number of lists when it comes to clearance and bureaucracy that comes in. Has the process of clearance, has the timeline cleared out?
See, I think the industry has been working closely with the government. The way they have set up GST, I mean, for implementing GST, they have set up the separate body GSTN, right? So that is a step in the right direction, because now that body is looking at it from a professional perspective, like what we deal with the rest of the world. So that is a step in the right direction. Then the industry, NASSCOM has also given a model contract, and which we are asking government to start taking feedback both from the government perspective and the individual players as well. So we are now talking to the government to see whether you can adopt the model contract. So then it makes it much more easier, much more standardized, much more comparable with what you see with the rest of the world. So that will encourage more and more people to actually bid as well. Then the other thing we are also saying is when you are today, most of the contracts get bid based on cost, but today we are saying that you have to look at cost as one element, give some weightage, but you also have to look at technology and the solution and other things, like what happens in rest of the world. So there are many interesting dialogues happening between government and the industry.
Another exclusive from the Make in India Summit, CNBC TV 18's Kevin Lee caught up with Kalyani of Bharat Forge and began by asking him about the company's partnership with Volvo. Listen in.
Our relationship with Volvo is more as a supplier, the global supplier to Volvo globally. We supply them in India, we supply them in Sweden, in North America, in Asia. So we have a large supply partnership with Volvo.
So, and in the context of Make in India Week, are you looking to expand that relationship of a supplier?
Yes, I think, I mean, everybody would like to expand business and relationships, and I think these platforms like Make in India, which allows companies to come together in one place, ability to network, I think provides the opportunity to expand business relationships.
So any specific target in your mind that you'd like to share?
No, I don't. I mean, in today's world, world has become highly volatile, so it's difficult to put numbers. It was easier to do that 5-10 years ago when life was a lot simpler. But let's just say that, everybody likes to look at new opportunities, new technologies, because even technology is changing at a very rapid pace. You got this whole fourth industrial revolution coming, a lot of digital manufacturing going on. So we are getting into all these spaces, and hopefully this will provide us new opportunities.
That was CNBC.